Last day of the faculty development program on applications of generative AI in teaching and research. Ending the FDP on the last day, we have with us another person from the corporate, Mr. Rajiv H. Dave. Welcome you, sir. On behalf of BCIIT, I, Sonia Batra, the coordinator of the FDP, welcome you to the 5-day online faculty development program. Mr. Rajiv is working as a senior leader, generative AI and predictive analysis in NCR Voice. He had co-founded the startups like Hunt Software Private Limited and a hardware education center Microed. With approximately 25 years of experience in IT field, he has successfully led projects in areas such as mobile, Oracle apps, IoT, operations, middleware, AI operations, and more at NCR Corporation India. Described as a master of many trades, Mr. Rajiv enjoys learning new technologies, exploring spiritual thoughts, and has recently developed an interest in trekking. A very confident person and ready to take all the opportunities every time. We welcome you, sir, over here. Over to you for the session.
Thank you, Sonia. I hope I am audible and my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. So thank you, Sonia, and the overall management team. I'm not sharing my video because of network lag. Uh, so this is a perfect time and it's a good initiative for any colleges, especially I'm talking about any colleges where we should dive in, uh, especially in Gen AI and machine learning models. Why I'm saying because I am from the corporate side and we usually hire students. So, what is our expectation? I'm just telling you that at least our student or those who are joining to us as an intern or something, they should understand at least the basic of Gen AI and machine learning. And until you all teachers understand the importance of Gen AI and its uses, especially, so it will be very difficult for the students because um, I worked as a teacher in my initial career, 5 years, uh, in various computer fields. So you can say in a 25 years, 5 years at least, I will give it to the teaching. Uh, and you will definitely understand. And I definitely personally understand the challenges of the teachers uh, and the way they need to interact with the students. In from last 25 years, I have seen many changes, even the emotional and uh, the progressive changes in students because we are hiring from last 20 years and each and every year we can see the changes in interns uh, knowledge especially and the behaviors also. So how we will try to understand in this particular session that what exactly and how exactly we can help our student using different Gen AI scenarios. Uh, I'll give you some research point also in this particular session. We have a 2 hours, so I have a stopwatch. So it's now 10:20, and I need to. We have to complete it by 12. So I'll give last 25 or 15 minutes for any question and answers. Uh, Definitely, if you have any question in between, you can definitely raise your hand using the team icon, which is on your top. You can see top of the screen. Raise hand is the icon. Uh, so that I can give you the answer, whatever. Because I would like the session should be more interactive. In this session, I'll show you. I will start this session with one video. Even two videos are there. So we will try to understand first our brain, especially because I am in a research side, especially and innovation side in Gen AI. So we will try to understand first the brain, uh, how exactly our brain behaves, and then we will try to align it with the AI and then the Gen AI. Or maybe we'll discuss something uh, about ML versus AI. Uh, so let's start it because Sonia has already given my introduction beautifully. So I will like to uh, move it further. So I think from the last 4 days, you must have gained a multiple knowledge from the multiple various speakers and very well educated speakers, especially. I still remember my first teacher uh, who just gave me this knowledge, especially uh, so that I am right now the position which I am right now is because of him. And there were many mentors and teachers in between my 25 years of career. So I would recommend all of you that you should have at least one mentor or one teacher to be successful in your life, especially. Uh, so if I'm talking about right now AI and ML, so the importance is that is we are trying to in AI we are trying to simulate the human intelligence now, and especially in ML we try to work on data. That is what is exactly data, and based on the data we try to get the more information from that particular data, because data itself is not information until we combine all the data and get it the required information from that particular data. So machine learning is a part of that. Earlier, before the machine learning, if I'm talking about it was a predictive analysis was there where exactly we or you can say the expert system was there where exactly we analyze the data based on the rule actually which we create, the manual rules. But with the machine learning, definitely you need to train your data based on the different model, and it will automatically gives you the required result as soon as you will increase your training. Increase your training means increase your data, especially. Uh, scope is AI scope is and various technologies we have in AI. Whereas in ML model, we have algo and the models. Algorithms are there and the models are there. So we have a predefined models where exactly we can use and put our data and get the result, especially. And for the functionality wise, including reasoning, perceptions, etc. in AI, whereas in ML model, we learn from the data. But I'm telling you, without ML, it is not possible for us to leverage AI. So data is very much important for us. Uh, application, if you are talking about the AI, you can use the NLP, natural language processing, and the robotics, and many other things are there. And in predictive analysis, we have a recommendation. We recommend, okay, this is the data, and we can predict based on that particular data. I'm just taking example, if we have a last 5 years data of a particular company share prices and various other information, we can predict that what should be our next month result around the share prices for that particular company. Uh, objective is for the AI system is create an intelligence system, and whereas objective of ML is learn from the data for the predictions. Let me share my screen. Let me share one video with all of you so that you will understand what I'm trying to say around the brain. How? So please let me know when you will. I'm sharing video. So let me know if you can hear the voice. Can you see my video?
Yes,
Anyone?
sir.
Sonia ma'am? Okay, perfect. So now you have to tell me that whether you can hear the voice or not. I don't want to give you the GAN especially because you have already taken GAN from last 4 days. Let's have something very interesting. So this is a video from NetGeo. I'm not sure if anyone of one have uh, looked at particular video. And this is a brain game. There is one program is a brain game. So let's start with.
We're on the deck of the USS Intrepid conducting an experiment.
Can you hear the voice?
Yes, sir. We can hear.
What I played? Okay, perfect. Perfect. So,
And the rules of the game couldn't be simpler.
You've got to decide which one of these three straight.
We're on the deck of the USS Intrepid conducting an experiment. And the rules of the game couldn't be simpler.
You've got to decide which one of these three straight lines is the same length as this first card.
Take a look for yourself. Think you've got it? Before we reveal the answer, we'll show you where these people stand.
I think it's A.
A.
A. It's A.
Yeah, I'm going to go with A.
It looks like everyone is going with A.
Definitely A.
Do they know something you don't?
What do you think?
Take one last look. Are you going with these people who all picked A? Or did you choose to go with B or C? Time's up. Got your pick?
It's A.
You're going to go with the group?
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Is that what you picked? Or did you go with another answer? It turns out the answer to this round is C. And while you likely chose C first and stuck with your answer, we also know that some viewers might have felt the peer pressure and switched to A.
It's A.
I want to ask you something. Did your gut at first tell you that the answer was actually C?
Yeah, but everyone was choosing A, so I just felt like I had to pick A too.
You felt the pull of the crowd.
Yeah.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, we'll let you in on a little secret. The first 9 people in this line were working for us, and each time we ran the experiment, they were instructed to pick the same wrong answer.
A.
A.
A. It's A.
Seeing all these people choose A left the last person in line who wasn't in on it with a tough decision: to go with their gut or with a group.
You're going to go with the group?
Yeah.
Although not all of the test subjects at the end of the line fell for it.
I think it's C.
In spite of what everybody else thinks. You don't trust the wisdom of the crowd?
I'm trusting my gut.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest, I think C looks closest.
You think that they're all wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
And don't beat yourself up if you were tempted to go along with the crowd.
Make your choice.
I'm gonna have to go with A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. What happened?
I have a confession.
Okay.
I actually thought it was C. So
Did you start to question your own judgment?
I did. I don't want to be the dumb kid. I don't want to stand out. You know, I was like, A.
Have you ever ignored the truth to fit in with a group? Just think, what if those weren't lines, but evidence in a murder case? Would you be able to see past the group consensus and just go with your gut?
Studies show that when someone holds a different opinion than the rest of the group, the anterior cingulate cortex, also known as the oops area of the brain, produces an error signal. We try to fix that by modifying our opinion to be in line with the group, even if it's a viewpoint we're uncomfortable with or know is wrong. And that's because there are some major evolutionary advantages for those who follow along with the group, namely survival. If you want to stay safe, stay with the herd.
Okay, anyone have anything to say, or would you like to play it again to understand it more? Anything if you want to share around this particular video? Anyone? I would encourage, there is no problem. Don't go with the peer pressure. Anyone can unmute. Yeah. Please go ahead.
इसमें अभी वीडियो जो था वो प्रॉपरली तो विजिबल आया, स्ट्रीमिंग नहीं हो पाया था, रुक कर आ रहा था, कई जगह वॉइस भी ब्रेक हो रही थी, प्रॉपर मैसेज कम्युनिकेट नहीं हुआ.
अच्छा, so would you like me to share it again?
Yes, you can if possible, because streaming correct नहीं था.
Yeah, I may face some. Can you see this screen now?
We're on the deck of the USS Intrepid.
How it is looking now? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, still breaking image.
Conducting an experiment, and the rules of the game couldn't be simpler.
You've got to decide which one of these three straight lines is the same length as this first
looking to you now.
Take a look for yourself.
Okay.
Think you've got it? Before we reveal the answer, we'll show you where We're on the deck of the USS Intrepid conducting an experiment, and the rules of the game couldn't be simpler.
You've got to decide which one of these three straight lines is the same length as this first card.
Take a look for yourself. Think you've got it? Before we reveal the answer, we'll show you where these people stand.
I think it's A.
A.
A. It's A.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A.
It looks like everyone is going with A.
Definitely A.
Do they know something you don't?
What do you think?
Take one last look. Are you going with these people who all picked A? Or did you choose to go with B or C? Time's up. Got your pick?
It's A.
You're gonna go with the group?
Yeah.
All right, great.
Is that what you picked? Or did you go with another answer? It turns out the answer to this round is C. And while you likely chose C first and stuck with your answer, we also know that some viewers might have felt the peer pressure and switched to A.
It's A.
I want to ask you something. Did your gut at first tell you that the answer was actually C?
Yeah, but everyone was choosing A, so I just felt like I had to pick A too.
You felt the pull of the crowd.
Yeah.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, we'll let you in on a little secret. The first 9 people in this line were working for us, and each time we ran the experiment, they were instructed to pick the same wrong answer.
A.
A.
A. It's A.
Seeing all these people choose A left the last person in line who wasn't in on it with a tough decision: to go with their gut or with a group.
You're gonna go with the group?
Yeah.
Although not all of the test subjects at the end of the line fell for it.
I think it's C.
In spite of what everybody else thinks. You don't trust the wisdom of the crowd?
I'm trusting my gut.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest, I think C looks closest.
And you think that they're all wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
And don't beat yourself up if you were tempted to go along with the crowd.
Make your choice.
I'm gonna have to go with A.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. What happened?
I have a confession.
Okay.
I actually thought it was C. So
Did you start to question your own judgment?
I did. I don't want to be the dumb kid. I don't want to stand out. You know, I was like, A.
Have you ever ignored the truth to fit in with a group? Just think, what if those weren't lines, but evidence in a murder case? Would you be able to see past the group consensus and just go with your gut?
Studies show that when someone holds a different opinion than the rest of the group, the anterior cingulate cortex, also known as the oops area of the brain, produces an error signal. We try to fix that by modifying our opinion to be in line with the group, even if it's a viewpoint we're uncomfortable with or know is wrong. And that's because there's some major evolutionary advantages for those who follow along with the group, namely survival. If you want to stay safe, stay with the herd.
We're on the deck of the
I hope you now it should be clear. Anyone? Sonia, it was the video was lagging.
So first time it was lagging, now it's okay. This time it was okay.
Okay. So from the audience, what is your opinion? What is your thought on this? Come on. Anyone? No?
So in chat section, Ramita ma'am has giving the answer showing the herd behavior, and Madhvi ma'am also.
You can speak up if you want, because I want more interaction on this particular sign. Ramita, Madhvi.
Our brain is, hello sir, I'm Madhvi.
Yeah.
Our brain is, what we can say, functioned in such a way that we work according to how the other people in the majority or along with us they are behaving. But there was one person, he talked about he wanted to go to the another lane, right? If I'm not wrong.
Exactly. And
But
you are
he
the one
wanted to
who speak up the
he
first.
wanted to show, so sorry, please speak.
No, I just saying you are absolutely right.
Yeah.
And if you see here, especially we have a 22 people and you only come up, right? So even after thinking 1 minute, but you are the one that is who is taking the courage to say that, okay, this is not A, this is a C, right? So we have a peer pressure, especially. And even in AI is just stimulating our brain. So AI is having a importance of the data where maybe data is showing something else, whereas actually it is happening something else, right? So peer pressure is one of the means you can say that everywhere it is exist. I'm not saying in corporate also, in school also, in colleges also. We do not want to be different from others, especially. जैसे एक फैशन आता है मार्केट में कि we have to wear something like this, so everybody start looking at that particular fashion and start wearing that particular clothes. But especially is our brain is something is the key for our special intelligence. So if we will compare our brain with Gen AI, where exactly many people are talking about this thing, okay, Gen AI aa jayega ya AI aa jayega, so it will eliminate the jobs or eliminate the requirement of the people in the fields because of the automation. But still, I want to say that your brain is much powerful than the Gen AI, especially. And thank you, Madhavi, for speaking up, because this is what we want, that somehow it can be more interactive in this case.
Yeah, may I say something for a statement?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah.
As you said, it should be interactive, so I will take the chance. So every time when the new technology came, this thing had been happened. That this particular thing, when I do remember in say 1996, or when I was in my graduation years or around, so that time there was a thing that the computers have come now. What do the banks people would do? So obviously there was a threat, or there was a fear in the minds of the people, and still, obviously, we are still surviving. So this is not the case every time. Whenever the new technology comes, this is going to happen. But then obviously everything goes well later. That's what I feel.
Definitely, and I'm 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Even I don't want to say this particular line that we are surviving. We are doing much more better than if you have not considered computer in our country. You understand, there is a lacks of job is because of this computer only, right? And we are one of the most topmost country in the world which is providing our services to different countries. Why? Because we have a low pressure cost, right? So the importance is there, that fear is there. I understand fear is there, but you have to be ready. Whether you are a teacher, whether I am in a corporate, whether you are a student or any area I'm talking, you have to ready for the technology. Technology is not going to be stopped just because you don't want to take it further. And thank you, Madhip. So AI, we have a 3 points. I have a slides. I can talk whole day, but we will just for the time purpose. Narrow AI, and we have a general AI and the super AI. I'll recommend you one more book where exactly you can read that particular book and you will understand the level the AI will go further. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop it. I'm telling you. Narrow AI is your example is Alexa, which is very trained for the specific task, right? Which started, I think, if you can, Alexa or Siri, you have seen is started 2 or 3 years back or 5 years back. Now, this is the era of Gen AI, where exactly we are trying that our bot or our AI should understand similar to human and also give us a information just like a human, especially. So Gen AI is exactly area. I will discuss that where exactly teachers can use these particular things. Super AI that surpasses the human intelligence in all aspect. And I can give you a couple of more documentation where exactly you able not able to think that the work is going on around the AI. Currently theoretical portion, but the practical and everything is going on currently for this type of things, especially in AI. Now, I think this you already know because you are already teachers, machine learning versus the human learn, especially. So I'm skipping right now this. So because in AI, we are trying to replicate the brain, especially. So this will be the process. This is the process, and this will be the process for how exactly it is going to replicate your brain, especially. So the upper one you can see are brain systems. where exactly you have a dendrite and cell body and axon terminals. Uh, so, and down, if you can see, there is AI architectures. It is similar to what we are trying to achieve in AI, comparing to the human brain. I will just take it one thing, that is, this is very much important for us. That is what we are discussing, that artificial neural network are much simpler than the brain. This is very much important. Whatever you can develop, but you cannot surpass your brain. Your brain have all the capabilities to do anything, especially. So this is very much important. And even the complexity of the brain, our brain, compared to the neural network is immense. You, even I told you that you cannot compare the human brain, or you cannot achieve that particular. Maybe in super AI, we will try to achieve the human brain, especially. But this is most important, that whatever we are developing right now, it is just our brain which is developing this all the technologies. So technology will never surpass, but I cannot commit or I cannot say right now that it will never happen in this case. Energy efficiency. This is very much important. We are talking about, not sure in 4 days, if you have talked about energy, the brain is trying to use, and your AI is trying to use. So not sure if you know this thing, that it require a lot of energy in neural network, and it emit lots of heat, especially in our environment, right? Because it require power to compile the data and get the information from the particular data. But if you can compare with the human brain is highly energy efficient, operating on a roughly 20 watts of power. It performs complex computation and the task with the minimum energy compared to the artificial intelligence. So maybe in uh, near future especially, we may face some energy issues while working with the AI data, especially. Uh, Flexibility is, again, human brain is more flexible than neural network, especially. Now, this is a learning method, that is a neural network rely on a large amount of labeled data. We have to label the data manually. यदि आपने चैट जीपीटी देखा हो, तो वहां पे कम से कम हजारों लोग बैठे हुए हैं जो मैनुअल डेटा लेबल करते हैं बैठ के. It is not about कि हमने कुछ दे दिया डेटा और it automatically do something. No, it label the data. And based on that particular labeling, our model understand that how exactly I need to think. So this is called a supervised learning, where exactly we need to label the data. But human brain learn through a combination of method, right? Including supervised learning from instructions, जो आप अपने बच्चे को देते हो, instructions. Unsupervised learning from the pattern, human brain try to learn. And the reinforcement learning means learning from the reward and the punishment, जो normally schools में होते हैं, right? तो इवन यहाँ पे भी ऑप्शन है. Not sure if you are aware, the reinforcement learning is the reward and the punishment method to learn to our data, to teach our data. Because this is a one topic, I can take a whole day for the reinforcement learning, but this is happening. So people are trying to clone our brain, especially for the AI purposes. Memory and storage, limited neural networks, Human brain is unlimited. Now let's take a one story. I will come after this particular stories. I will come to my projects, what project we are working, especially, and how exactly you can do in your area. So this is one story that Mrs. Johnson, a high school math teacher, struggle to provide a personalized attention to her student. She noticed that each student has a unique learning style and the paces. She decided to use the Gen AI powered personalized tutor to help her students. Implementation, how you can implement. AI tutor platform. Mrs. Johnson uses an AI tutor platform like Squirrel AI or a Smart Sparrow to create a personalized learning path for the each student. Because you understand that each and every student in your classes have some different capabilities. So you can have your personalized learning for your student, especially adaptive learnings. The platform adapt to each student's learning paces, provide additional resources and exercise whenever they need it. This is very much important because uh, my daughter is also learning, especially. So I understand that if many friends comes here, especially for the group learning, so I understand the pace of the different when they actually discuss any point. I understand the pace of the uh, knowledge, especially the way they are taking the knowledge is varies from student to students. So I personally use this particular techniques where exactly I use many times the Gen AI, especially to simplify my topics, simplify my uh, answers for my daughters and the other students, especially. So feedback, Mrs. Johnson received a detailed report on each student progress, allowing her to focus on the area where a student need to more help. So this is again a more important, even in your children case, this is more important that you need to understand that which area your son and daughter require the more help, especially. So you can generate many things from the Gen AI. Just you need to explore the area, especially in different sections. Research trend. What is the research is going on in this particular area? Adaptive learning system is going on where the research is focusing on creating more sophisticated adaptive learning system that can tailor education content to the individual student need in real time. Tailored content, especially maybe in Gen AI, if you ask any questions, especially, so you can give them the prompt that, okay, I am a class 8 student. I am a class 10th student. I am a class 12 student. Same question. You will see the difference in answer because your Gen AI understand what should be your knowledge if you are in a class age 8, 9, and 10, and further, especially. And if you want, you can even simplify it for anything, any questions, especially. So we are working on various adaptive learning techniques, especially to understand what is your requirement, and based on the requirement, we are providing you to the opportunity to learn in different areas. Story 2, the virtual assistant. Mr. Brown, an English teacher, spent a lot of time grading essays and providing feedback. I'm sure maybe you may have faced this. He wish he had a more time to focus on interactive teaching methods, especially. Even I'm telling you that you don't need a smart class or something like this, but as a teacher, you can prepare yourself on the topic which you are going to teach to your student through different Gen AI, that is ChatGPT or the Gemini, you can research on your topic very easily, especially before going or teaching to your students. So automated graded system. Mr. Brown uses the Gen AI tools like the Gradescope or the Grammarly to automatically grade essays and provide detailed feedback on the grammar, style, and the content. Very easily, you can provide this information to your student. Interactive session. Within a time saved, he planned more interactive and engaging classroom activities, especially. So you can engage your student interactive because this is the way, because right now, if I'm telling you the truth, especially, please don't take it otherwise, but I have seen in many seminars, my seminars, especially in India, the problem is the more interaction, because do we somehow our students or we are not very much interactive, especially in asking questions. स्टूडेंट मेरे साथ भी होता था जब स्टूडेंट में हम लोग बैक सीटर्स थे. Actually, I was not a front seaters, but gradually I have understood that okay, somehow you need to ask your questions. Maybe you are asking a foolish question. It doesn't matter to anybody. So this is a more interactive session should be there with your students, especially if you are talking about any topics. Progress tracking. AI tools can instrument progress over the time, helping Mr. Brown identify trends and areas for improvement. So this is happening in various countries, especially I'm talking about uh, around this Gen AI tools using this particular term. But still India need to adapt it. I don't want to say that Gen AI is a very old technology right now. It's just 2 years, 3 years, but I'm still means I when I got a invite from Sonia, so I was very pleased to see this. Okay, universities are taking initiative. Actually, they may not further gain the approval from the different areas, but at least you all are thinking to go ahead with this particular type of opportunity for all of your teachers, especially. So I am just giving you the fruit for the thoughts. You can do it anyhow. The research trend I'm just giving you, what is the current research trend is going on. Advance in LLP, natural language processing are driving research in automated assessment, making it possible for AI to understand and grade complex student submission more accurately. Right? It will definitely reduce your manual job, and you will focus on your teaching, especially to deliver. The language learning companion. This is a one, I'm not sure whether in your area it will be useful or not. Mr. Garcia is a teacher, Spanish to diverse group of the students. Some students are quick learners, while others need more practice. She decided to use the Gen AI to create a more engaging language learning experience. So what he or she did, conversational AI. Mr. Gracia integrate conversational AI tools like Duolingo and Babbel that allow students to practice speaking and listening in Spanish with the AI companions. I understand maybe the student or college students are joining, they may not be able to understand English very well, right? So we can give them the chance to learn in Hindi, especially, right? So if you do not know the English, it should not stop your learning. We should give them, every student, a chance to learn anything in their specific languages. Custom exercise you can give based on quizzes for the each, and this quizzes and everything is readily available in ChatGPT and the Gemini platforms, free of cost for all of you. You can generate 1,000 of questions for your student on a particular topic. I'm telling you, particular topic. My daughter is preparing for next year NEET, and I usually prepare her questions using this ChatGPT and just give the topic, a small topic, and it generate me the number of questions. Even you can say the 500 questions in a small topic, especially. Engaging students are more engaged and motivated as they receive instant feedback and can practice at their own pace. Research trend. Research is conducted to improve the conversational capabilities of AI, making them more effective as a learning companions. Now this is again, you can do this thing. This is all maximum thing. At least you can do it free of cost. You don't need to, you just need to go to your laptop and research on this particular. I hope this PPT will be available to all of you. You can go through this particular PPT and learn it more. Dr. Patel, a science teacher, want her student to engage in more research project. However, she finds it challenging to guide each student through the research process. AI research tools are there, like Irish.ai and Research Rabbit, that help them to find the relevant research papers, generate summaries, and organize their findings. But please encourage your students. This is very much important because we are using a chat GPT. Now we are not trying to use our brain. We are trying to do everything using the chat GPT and Gemini, which is really very alarming for all of us. Really very alarming for all of us. Because until you use your brain, you cannot grow your brain. So try to use chat GPT, Gen AI, your best way. Please do not leverage it like anything. That for anything, if you are going to write, you should leverage the chat GPT. Please do not do this thing. Otherwise, definitely it will not help you. Hypothesis generation. The AI tools assist student in generating research hypothesis and designing experience. Collaboration. Students use this tool to collaborate to research project, sharing insights and resources easily. Research trend. AI is being used to accelerate scientific discovery with research focus on how AI can assist in hypothesis generation, data analysis, and literature review, especially. So first, use your brain. Try to write down something. Use Gen AI to elaborate it more. Get the more information from the GI. Again, use your brain. That how exactly we can leverage this information from the Gen AI, and then prepare something for your classes or for the research work. I will skip this. Now, these are a couple of case studies which you can try. Again, I'm telling you, you can try free of cost. I will show you that how exactly you can do in your own computer. Document intelligence in education. Gen AI chatbot for the student support, Gen AI for the database queries. Document intelligence in education. How exactly you can use your document in this story. Mr. Thompson, a history teacher, spent countless hours going through the student handwritten essays and projects. She wishes she could have automate the tedious task for the grading and organizing these documents. Gen AI tool. Mr. Thompson uses a document intelligence tool like Kyra system or DocuSign intelligence inside. Automated grading. The tool extracts key information from the student essay, automatically grading them based on the predefined criteria, which you can already define the criteria before providing you document intelligence. Organize data. It organizes the document into the categories and tags important section of your essay retrievals. Even it can highlight the important sentence from that particular document. So if you want to review it further, you can go and highlight and check this particular highlighted is things from the especially any documents. Feedback generation. The AI provide a personalized feedback to the each student, which we have seen. Because I am personally working on a document intelligence, so I'm giving you the example of the document intelligence. We have a lot of contracts out of the company, around 30,000 or 50,000 contracts. So it is not possible for us to analyze each and every contract information. So we use the document intelligence. Yes, we have a more sophisticated softwares are available for us because we have a thousand of documents which we need to analyze and summarize. So we use the document intelligence as your document intelligence part, where exactly we train our model, what exactly I need from this particular contract. Maybe the contract name, customer name, contract start date, contract end date. We label it first, we feed it to the model, and model provide me the results after scanning all the documents, especially. And if you suppose you have to scan 10,000 documents in a day, it is not possible for you to scan that document in a day. But document intelligence Azure can do these things, especially. I personally, I use it Azure, but you can use the Siri AI and the other document intelligence, which is very couple of sites are very readily available, free of cost, but it may have some limited information. GenAI chatbot student supports. Now, this is where exactly students are seeking academic and career advices. So you can do this thing, especially in your area, using the GenAIs. Database query. Not sure if you all aware about the database. Those who are in IT maybe understand the database. It is for a couple of people, it is very hard to write the query of the database. But GenAI is providing you the opportunity, especially so that you can write your database query, your requirement in natural language format. Please show the student whose grade is less than 9. Or please show the student, just you need to type this, please, show the student lesson. You don't need to write the whole database query. The Gen AI will handle it automatically. It will convert your natural language into the query and provide you the results. And for that, we use the NLP, natural language processing, especially to improve the ability of the AI system to understand and process the human language. You must have heard this thing. I don't want to go with this. Ethical concerns, data privacy, bias, and the fairness. I saw that you already have this particular session. There are ethical, technical challenges are there, ethical concerns are there, and teachers and researchers readiness is there, which your college is doing, that is training and adoption of Gen AI. So you have to understand how exactly you can use your data privacy. In India, there is nothing like a privacy. So anybody can call anybody. You must have seen that you are getting a lot of calls from the different people, which is useless to all of us. So still India need to grow on the data privacy area. But when you are developing your application for your knowledge or something, please understand the data privacy is very much important. You should not use any personal data or any other information, and you should not make it you should not move it to the internet, especially your personal information, especially. So this is very much important for everybody. Future products, prospect area, prediction for the next decade, potential breakthrough and the innovations, the role of educators and researchers in shaping the future of Gen AI. This is very much important, the role of educator, because you need to think, you all teacher need to think that how exactly we can improve our education researches using the Gen AI. There are a lot of opportunities. Still, it is growing because I have seen, especially I told you earlier that in India, uh, especially in teaching side or college side, we are slow to move further on this particular area. now I'm giving you my area where exactly we are working on the project. We are working on a couple of around 6 or 7 projects. So this is a one project where exactly we have implemented our own GPT, NCR Voix, like you have a chat GPT, right? So we have NCR Voix GPT. Means many information about the organization which is kept in the documents. We have a lot of documents in our corporate sector, and these informations and documents are placed many places. So this is the GPT where exactly we are collecting all the documents and use the AI to provide me the answer based on my questions, right? So we have provided the interface. This is not my company laptop, so I cannot show you the live things, but we have provided the interface where exactly you can ask any question around your documentation, within a NCR Voix. So we have used the Azure AI search engine. This is a part of Azure, especially. So key feature of this particular Azure AI search is a full text search. Means you can type anything and it will give you the search. Indexing, important part of any Gen AI is the indexing. What is the indexing? Especially, if anyone have any idea, please share. What is indexing and how exactly it will be useful in Gen AI? Any idea?
In databases,
Okay.
the
Yeah,
indexing
please
is
go ahead.
something like giving a unique value to that particular record, and then it would allow us to do the faster searching.
Exactly.
So in the
Exactly.
same manner,
So
here also every search pattern would have that unique value, and then accordingly it stores the data for years together, and then it what shows the intelligence day by day.
correct. Beautiful. So this is a part of indexing where exactly you want to fetch the result fast, right? So you have to index your documents also. So AI search is the area exactly in Azure AI search where you can index your documents, all the documents. Whatever the documents are available, you can index it with using AI search. AI enrichment. You can enrich your documents. Enrich your documents means maybe your document sentence is not quite useful or may not explain perfectly. You can definitely go and enrich that particular sentence or enrich that particular para, especially. Facet navigation. Facet is the example I'm giving you. Facet is suppose you go to the make my trip and left hand side column, you must have seen that what type of room you want, what type of category room you want, 3-star hotels you want, that 3-star, 4-star, 5 of, what price you want. So these are the main various filters are there, which may give you the result about what you are searching for. So in AI search also gives you the many filter criteria where exactly you can filter your search based on this basic. Synonyms map. This is very much important, right? The way I am writing a question may not be the same question other people write the same way. So how exactly the system will understand? So AI search provide you the synonyms map, right? The question may be the same, but the way you are writing, the framing the sentence, it may be the difference in both the cases. So So this particular system is a synapse which is providing you the opportunity where exactly this is an automated process. You don't need to do anything. It automatically frame your sentence and provide you the result. Whether you are asking uh, a question in different multiple ways, but it will give you the same result. Custom scoring. So you have a scoring for here. Score your accuracy. How accurately you want to show your data on your screen. So this is a accuracy section we will discuss in detail with the next couple of slides. And we have a multilingual search. Means anybody can type in any language, around not any language, 15 language support is there. So if you are asking questions in Spanish, it will give you the answer, but it will not convert your output in Spanish until and unless you will give GenAI the direction. Now I'm trying to give you the more detail about how exactly behind the scene it works. So there are the indexes, indexers, data source, skill set, queries. Indexes, which we discussed, the structure that contains searchable content and metadata, right? So indexes contain your data which is searchable and the metadata. Metadata means suppose I have a document created somewhere. So in metadata, I can keep the information when this particular document has been created, right? And when this particular document is going to expire, means for no use for me. And what is this document is all about? Means it is about, giving you the example, it is about the chemistry, physics, biology, or any other area, IT, computer, C++, Java. So in metadata, you can keep the various information related to that particular document to give the instruction GenAI carefully that, okay, you have to search, and GenAI will feel is easy to search that particular record, that particular information from that particular documents. Data source is the area where exactly you can connect various data source to get the information and index it in indexes. So you can connect various areas. You may have a PDF, you may have a Word document, you have any other text documents. That is, you can connect with the data source. Indexers is the process where exactly automate the process of importing data from the data source into the indexes. So indexer use this particular thing that is, okay, I want to get the information from this area. So indexers use this to connect it automatically for that particular area. Skill sets, you can use the optical character readers to read your documents, right? You can scan your document. After scanning the documents, you can optical character reader will scan again again scan document and convert into the words, especially for you, so that your GenAI can understand the word. Key phrases extraction. Key phrases extraction, like I said, in invoice documents, I want an invoice start date, I want an invoice end date. So what exactly you want to extract from that particular document, you can teach your model that what I exactly want from this particular model. Queries, the way user interact with the search service to retrieve information from the indexes. So AI search has a capability. They have provided you one area where exactly you can query your search. You can query your documents based on your question. It will give you the answers, especially. So I've just tried to simplify the overall things for you. The example works for user input. User ask a question via the chatbot interface. What are the best laptop under $1,000? This is your question. Now, how exactly it will work? Query goes to the AI search. The chatbot send the query to the exact cognitive search, that is the AI search. The search service retrieve relevant document or items from the indexed data, which you have already indexed. तो पहले क्या करेगा कि डॉक्यूमेंट से वो इंफॉर्मेशन लेके आएगा, then it will pass it to the Gen AI. Now, what exactly the Gen AI will do? Especially, the retrieved result are the sent to the Azure Open Gen AI. Gen AI is nothing but our model, which is a Azure normally use the Chat GPT model for the Gen AI. So it passes the information, the retrieved information to the Gen AI, and the Gen AI model process the result and generate a natural language response, right? You may have a 10 documents where your answer is there in 10 different documents, right? If you have asked. But Gen AI, what the Gen AI will do, it will summarize your result from the 10 different documents. And it will give you the summary and then the document links also, so that you can open the documents and see the actual information from the documents. So Gen AI is normally used, which we use for this particular project, to summarize our answer, especially. And we provided a response to the user. Now, let's take an everyday example of, okay, there is a two type of search we generally do. I'm just going to the more technical. I will go very high level, especially in this case, what we develop, but I will give you the some glimpse of that how exactly it will work. You will try to understand. You can ask your question. I'll give you at least 20 minutes time to ask your questions. So there is a two type of search is there, especially. There is a semantic search. Those who already know about the AI, they should understand the semantic search and the vector search. Now, let's understand that how exactly the semantic search work. Now, let's talk about those who are in IT section or not, especially IT area, will understand. Scenario, what is our scenario? That finding a good restaurant. This is my scenario. I want to search that, okay, I just typed in Google, suppose in Google, I just typed that best Italian restaurant. And if suppose in traditional search, I'm talking about not the semantic search right now. जब semantic search था ही नहीं, concept ही नहीं था, तो Google क्या करेगा? Best Italian restaurant, यदि आप टाइप करोगे best Italian restaurant, तो traditional search क्या करेगा? List of the restaurant with the best and the Italian in description. Right? You understand? Whatever the description of the restaurant is there in their website, if they found, okay, in traditional search, दो word ढूंढेगा, best and Italian. और वो आपको दिखा देगा कि भाई ये रहे आपके रिजल्ट, दो वर्ड खाली फाइंड करेगा, बेस्ट एंड इटालियन. बट इन केस ऑफ द सिमेंटिक सर्च, जो कि अभी हम लोग यूज करते हैं फॉर द एआई सर्च, नाउ अंडरस्टैंड द सिमेंटिक सर्च क्वेरी. कैसी होगी क्वेरी हमारी? इवन यू कैन टाइप द बेस्ट इटालियन रेस्टोरेंट ऑल्सो, बट हमारी क्वेरी कैसे हो सकती है? वेयर कैन आई फाइंड अ गुड प्लेस टू ईट अ इटालियन फूड नियर मी? नाउ understand that what is happening behind the scene. When you have typed, where can I find a good place to eat Italian food? Semantic search का result क्या होगा? Restaurant serving Italian food with the high ratings. Semantic search आपको पहला result क्या देगा? Restaurant serving Italian food with the high ratings. क्यों ऐसा देगा? That we will discuss in next slide कि वो कैसा क्यों देगा. Suggestions considering location, reviews, and user preferences. Now in semantic search. अब कैसे देगा? That we will see. पूरा scenario we will try to understand in example. Same example. User का intent. This is the two things very much important in AI. That is the intent and context. So what was AI understand? First understand your intent. When you when you type your question, it understand your intent. What was your intent? Previous question. The intent was the user wants to find a place to eat Italian food. This was the intent. The context understanding was what? जब हम लोग पहले जाएंगे तो उसमें देखेंगे कि what context was there. उसमें context ये था कि उसको चाहिए good place, उसको चाहिए near me, उसको चाहिए Italian food. This was the context. It gets from your query automatically semantic search. And based on this context and intent, ये automatic process है semantic search का. Based on your intent on the context, it give you the result. Or this is also called a prompt engineering. If you have heard of this particular thing many times. Step 1, interpret the user's intent, find a quality Italian restaurant. This was the intent, find a quality Italian restaurants. Step 2, analyze data. What is the data? What user want? Restaurant reviews. Why? Because he want a good place. Ratings, because he want a good place. Location, near me. So he tries the semantic search, try to search data based on the data analysis and return the relevant result based on the user intent and context. So 2 things is very much important for your AI model. That is the intent and the context. So whenever you write down anything in a chat GPT or Gemini, please try to understand that your query should have a proper intent and proper context. Now come to the vector search. 2 searches there, as I told you, semantic and vector. We generally use. We use a hybrid also in various cases. It may be too technical for all of you, but really sorry, you need to understand this. And we will see that how exactly we can. Scenarios, imagine you have a favorite song and you want to find other song that sounds like this. Right? आपका कोई favorite song है, आपको चाहिए कि similar song मुझे चाहिए based on this. You are trying to search. So how exactly it works? Not sure if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see the?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It is looking white or is visible to all of you? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are
Hello?
audible. Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, now you can see your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whenever you want a similar type of songs, turn songs into the numbers. So each song is converted in the list of numbers, vectors, based on its feature like melody, rhythms, and instrument. Compare the number. In vector search, normally it happens that it convert into numeric forms first. Compare the numbers and find a similar song. So if you can see, it's white. So यदि आपका favorite song is first one, right? And you can see the vector number 1.2, 3.5, 4.0, 2.3. Other songs vector आपको चाहिए कि कौन सा similar song है. So it giving you the song A vector, song B vector, and song C vector. Can anybody tell me that which one it will select? Song A or song B or song C? Anybody?
A.
Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So which one it will select, song A or song C? Which is nearer to your favorite song vector, 1.2, 3.5, 4.0, 2.3. So it will select song A and song C because both are nearer to your first song vector. So behind the scene, there are very things is happening. NLP, near language processing, transformer architecture. This I don't want to discuss in detail because these are purely technical form where exactly you can see this. To ensure that GenAI generate responses only from your indexes, fine-tune your model, integrate with Azure Cognitive Search, craft a special prompt, adjust API parameters, implement queries. So there are very technical things which you need to fine-tune your model especially. Now, this is an important API parameters. There are two parameters which is very much important, that is temperature and max tokens. Normally it use temperature used to response, what type of response you want. If you want that response more be deterministic and focused, the temperature should be low. Max tokens means what length you want to return it back in response. Maybe 250 character, 300 character, 500 characters, it totally depends because the model works on the tokens, and ChatGPT and Gemini charge it based on your tokens. Tokens means number of word it is returning you back to response. So this is a very complicated architecture which we have developed for this particular chat, especially. Now I'm opening, just before the opening, am I audible right now to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you can do right now, if you have laptop in your home, at your home, so you can very easily use the Llama model from Facebook. You can install that particular model in your computer and create your own model or chat GPT from using this particular model. And this particular model is free of cost. Facebook Llama 3 model is free of cost to everybody. So I have installed it. How I've installed it? This is first you need to install this one, Olama first. So you have to go to this particular site, olama.com, and you have to install it, download for the window, and it will install the first, it will install the Olama, right? So what is Olama? Olama is, I'm just giving you the free of cost things, which you can do. You can research anything, give you the answer. I'm just show you this overall live in this case, especially. So when you will download the Olama, especially, so Olama, what it does, Olama is a open source project that serves as a powerful and user-friendly platform for running your LLM on your local machine. So you can run LLM on your local machine, large language model. So you can, there are many models are available free of cost to all of you. So you can use Olama to use that particular model, download that particular model and learn basically. So this is a very good, you have to, maybe you all are tired, but last 4 days, but this is very much important for all of you that to understand if you want to research something in your area, uh, especially this is very free of cost. So you first you need to download this Olama. I will give you the steps. And after downloading the Olama, you have to run that particular setup.exe in your machine. Olama will be downloaded, will be installed in your machine. And if you can see here, can you see this icon? This shows that you already have installed the Olama in your machine. This icon will show you here. After installing the Olama, it will take you to the prompt. Right? Well, can you see my screen? Welcome to Olama, first model. Right? So now you need to install the model over and above Olama. So you can, there are various models are available, but I have installed the Olama Run Llama 3. If you type this, Olama Run Llama 3, it will install the model from Facebook Llama 3 model in your machine, right? So you have now model in your machine. So how exactly it will run now? I will again type this, Llama run Llama 3. So it is right now, it's processing. If you can see, you can create, those who are from the computer background, you can create your own API to use this particular model easily for your work, especially. So now your prompt is ready, like the chat GPT. You can ask anything about whatever you want to, whatever you were asking in chat GPT, especially. So this is a very lightweight model. Can you suggest me some research topic? Now, this is not a very good intent and context. Here are a few ideas across various disciplines. Computer science, developing a machine learning model for the sentiment and trances on a social media platform. Investigating the effectiveness of the blockchain-based user. It is running slow because totally depends on your computer memory. So you can see this particular model is not required internet. Not required internet. It is installed in your machine. And now you can create your own API to use this particular model and create your own chat GPT, especially.
Sir, I have one query.
Yeah.
So in WhatsApp, Meta AI is available, which is
Exactly.
it is a
Exactly.
Llama
So
3.1. I think
what's,
it is same.
yeah, correct. It is same. You are absolutely right. And, but I'm telling you, if you want to research your own, right? So you can install it in your machine. You don't need to go to the Meta there, right? So same is including Llama 3 and you have installed the same, whatever is in your WhatsApp in your local machine. And now you can create your own API and use this thing without internet. There is no internet required for this because you have already installed this particular model. We have many models are available to install in your machine. You can see, right? But for your research, it is very much important in your machine, right? Especially. I cannot show you, especially, let me show you if I get a chance because this particular takes a uh, high memory. So I'm just stopping it. Let me show you how exactly you can do something if you are interested. I have just stopped it right now. So I'll just give you the glimpse of what actually exactly I do, especially. So not sure if you are aware about this Jupyter notebook because this is a Python tool where exactly you can write your Python code, right? So I will show you that how exactly I have used this Llama in my research and development. So if I am able to show you this something, let me show you this. So here in this case, normally I research. If you can see, here you can see I have used Azure, but here you can use your Llama APIs. The Olama provide a lot of APIs which you can integrate with your system and research many things around the area. So this is the overall code uh, for getting our own information from our own chatbot. So this is, I have created a chatbot for me, especially, but there are different information. Many things are available online, which you can research based on this particular Olama. So for again, I'm just repeating, for installing the installing this model Llama 3 in your machine, you have to first install the Olama, and then using this particular command, you can install the Llama 3 and use the Llama 3 for your research work, especially because many people ask me that is because Azure and Google are everything is paid. So how to research on the models, especially. Right. So this is it. And now it's time for your questions. You can ask anything, whatever the information I have, I will try my best to provide you, or through chat, whatever. You can come to me directly through the LinkedIn profile. My LinkedIn profile is available. So definitely you can go to my LinkedIn profile. You can chat with me, especially. So the floor is open for your question. And let me know whatever the question, if your code is any confusion, if you have any question, relevant question, if you have, you can definitely ask me. Don't think that is a foolish question. Please be open. Don't go into peer pressure. Try to ask your question. I'm here ready to answer your question. Anyone? देखें सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन कौन पूछता है? I hope you are not sleeping. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So any question from anyone? And I hope you understand that the Olama part is clear to all of you.
So one question in chat box.
Yeah. So how much you invested in building this AI chatbot? This is a question. Okay. So how much I invested in building this particular chatbot? Nothing. Important is I have a laptop with 32 GB RAM. I hope you all must have the laptop at your home. Invested my time to learn from the different documents. That's all. And time and day. Okay. Because I am a truly technical person, so it took me 2 weeks to understand and set up everything so that I can use it, especially. I'm not sure about your area, but if I'm not wrong, 1 month should be good for you to learn this using this particular tool in different area. The challenges will be not the challenges, because the challenges will be the API which you need to create to return back your information. So why I'm showing you this Olama and Llama? Because right now model gives you all information. All information means political, geographical, educational, every information. But if you want to be very specific, in your bot, that suppose my bot should only provide the information about travel, so you can restrict that information. using the different API. Or my bot should only give the information about the physics. You can do these things, especially, or chemistry. So you can restrict your bot, especially. Right now, the Llama and everything is providing everything. Whatever the information you are asking, it may be the physics, chemistry, biology, Hindi, English, whatever the information is present till date when this model went live. So this is the things. And anytime, I'm telling you, anytime if you need any help, technical help, you can directly ping me, my LinkedIn profile, and directly. And this is my email ID. This is my LinkedIn profile. I will send this particular document to Sonia so that she will distribute it. There is no problem in distribution, especially to all of you. And anytime, if you have any technical queries, you can reach out to me. Any further question, we still have a time, so you can leverage your time if you have anything in your mind in chatbot or any place. If you are not comfortable in asking, you can type your question in chatbot. आप मुझसे क्वेश्चन हिंदी, इंग्लिश, गुजराती या बंगाली में पूछ सकते हैं because I know 4 languages. I may not be able to. I understand these 4 languages, but I may not be able to speak. So, if you are.
If anyone have any query, please ask.
Okay, so I think thank you so much, everyone, for your precious time. I understand the overall the work which you have and the work which you are doing, and you believe it or not, but personally, I have a plan to join teaching after a couple of years, because I love that particular part, especially to teach student, because as I said that I have around the initial experience of IBS in teaching. So I love that particular parts. So if you need any help, any area in technology side, definitely you can come to me. I'll try to help you in any cases. So thank you so much, everyone. Good night to all of you. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for this
Bye-bye.
valuable and knowledgeable session. I hope anyone have no doubt. So thank you, sir.
Doubts तो बहुत
From
सारे
the
होंगे मेरे पास. I understand. Doubts तो बहुत सारे होंगे. I'm sure.
if anyone have any doubt, then they can also ask questions in WhatsApp group also.
Yeah.
Or you can ask question directly with sir also. If sir have no problem, then well, thank you very much, sir, for this session.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, sir. Bye. So thank you everyone for this session. We will again join the session at 1 p.m. for the quiz and validatory session, and the quiz is compulsory for all. So we will meet at 1 a.m. Okay, thank you everyone.